Hello and welcome to the Man Games. This is another episode of Fun with Figures. Today we are looking at 10 more of the Jack's figures, and we're going to start off with a really good one today. It is the bizarre one. It's Goldust. So this was in the there was like a classic range that got released. So this came with a gold Intercontinental Championship belt. Also, there you can remove the wig, obviously, and take off the coat. So that's Goldust, just like that. This figure has been well played with. There is a few marks on the head and legs, but I do think it is still a good figure despite that. So yeah, that is Goldust. As you can see there, it says Goldust on the back. So yeah, really good Goldust, a really good figure to start today's show off with, I do think. So yeah, that is Goldust. Next up we have another good figure, not quite as good as the Goldust figure, but it is the Rated R Superstar Edge. So this figure came with a Vicky Guerrero in a double pack, the Adrenaline line, I believe that is called. Yeah, good figure of Edge. You can see the tattoos really well. There is one there also, and there, the rise above one. Yeah, that is Edge. So yeah, this was when he was with Vicky Guerrero and La Familia. So that was the team of Edge, Vicky, Chavo, Bam, Neely, and Hawkins and Ryder. So yeah, good figure of Edge. Been a little bit played with. There's a few marks on the figure there and there, but other than that, yeah, it is a good figure. So yeah, we're on a good roll today. So next we will move on to Santino Marella. Now this is another figure that was in the Adrenaline line. This one came out with, if he will stand up, there we go, came with a Maria Ken Ellis figure. So I think this was the first figure that WWE made of Santino and Maria. Unfortunately, we don't have the Maria figure with us today. So as you can see there, move his arm around so the tattoos are right. There's a tattoo on the chest, tattoos there. There is 2 tattoos missing off his arms at the time, I do believe, and 1 down the leg. The tattoo on the back though is really good. They made sure they've got all the detail in there, which I really like. There is slightly a bit of hair missing there, just obviously been played with. So yeah, I remember buying my nephew this figure. I was really excited because at the time I really liked Santino and Maria. They were having a few skits with Ron Simmons on Raw. That was a funny time to be watching Raw. Even Ron Simmons came and had a match with Santino, one episode of Raw. A bit randomly because I didn't see him getting back into the ring, just for kind of like a comedy match with Santino, but he did. And I think even after that he might have wrestled again against someone else, but I can't actually remember who. So yeah, third figure today, Santino Marella. Next up we have, that's right, Chavo Guerrero. Not really a lot to say about this figure. It's, I think it's when he was feuding with Rey Mysterio after the death of Eddie Guerrero. You can see there's, it's in pretty good condition. There's just not really a lot to say about the figure there, to be honest. I can't even remember if it came with any accessories or anything. We'll have to have a Google later and see if I can find maybe a picture. See. Yeah, it might have even been in a double pack with someone maybe, but I honestly can't remember. So yeah, that is Chavo Guerrero. Next up today we have a Tatanka figure. Now this wasn't in a classic range like the Goldust figure, it was in the Ruthless Aggression range of figures. It easily could have been in the classic range. The Tatanka figure I used to have when I was a kid was obviously a Hasbro one, and it was just like that. And you used to be able to swing him to clothesline people. If you've collected wrestlers, I'm sure you know which one I'm on about. But no, this is a good figure. Good figure. I'm not really sure why he came back to wrestle in SmackDown later on. I can't actually remember the reason why, if there was a reason or what. But yeah, that's Tatanka. A few marks on the figure, but overall, no, in good condition. So next up today, we have the Heartbreak Kid, the boy toy Shawn Michaels. Unfortunately, he has not lost his smile this time. It is his arm he has lost. Luckily though, I've actually managed to find the arm. As you can see on the screen, that is his tattoo, so we do know it is his arm. So I will try and quickly mend him for the sake of this video. And that's it, he is back all in one piece. I'm sure he's found his smile now. He's got two arms again. So this figure was in a trio pack. It came with a DX version of Triple H and a Kenny Dykstra. Kenny Dykstra was in the Spirit Squad. That was obviously after he left the Spirit Squad and he just moved on to his own. He was in a blue short and blue knee pads and boots attire. I believe Kenny Dykstra actually was going out with Mickey James at one point. Rumour had it. So yeah, good figure. I really like this figure. I remember Shawn Michaels had a match in this gear against Edge and Randy Orton on episode Raw. I do believe it was the winner would face John Cena at WrestleMania 23. The original plan was Triple H, but he got injured in their tag team match at New Year's Revolution. It was DX against Raid RKO. Unfortunately, Triple H got injured and we didn't get that rematch at WrestleMania between John Cena and Triple H. But in my opinion, we got something a bit better. We got Shawn Michaels and John Cena. The only thing about that match I didn't like is, mainly it was on last. I thought it should have been the Undertaker and Batista match that closed the show. For two reasons. That was because Batista won the Royal Rumble. So really he should have gone on last. But the year before they didn't do that with Rey Mysterio. And obviously there was a title win. The Undertaker won the title from Batista. So yeah, I believe it should have closed the show and not the Shawn Michaels. But we've kind of got a little bit off topic there. So we will move on. So that was Shawn Michaels. Next up we have Kennedy, Mr. Kennedy. So this is a good figure. He has the Joker tattoo there on his arm and the tattoo on the back. The main problem with this figure to me is the back is a completely different colour skin from the arms and the legs. But as long as you look at the figure like that, it is a decent figure. I don't think this was the first Mr. Kennedy. I believe the first one that was released. There's a bit more, facial expression in the figure, and I'm sure it was in blue shorts or trunks, whatever you would like to call them. So yeah, that was Mr. Kennedy, or now known as Mr. Anderson. Not really sure what he is doing these days. Let's just hope he is happy and healthy. Next up, we have Paul Heyman. So this figure was in the Adrenaline line, also with a Heidenreich figure. Heidenreich had blonde hair and red trunks. He's mostly known for his abduction of Michael Cole, and he read him a poem, I guess is the nicest way to put it. Bit weird. Go back and watch that if you have not seen it. But let's get back to Paul Heyman. Good figure, in good condition. I would have thought this figure came with a hat to hide his bald head like he used to at the time. He has lost the ponytail at the back, but obviously if you look at him straight on you wouldn't be able to tell. So yeah, that is Paul Heyman. Once again, good figure, good condition, being looked after. That's what you want out of your figures. So the last one today is Jeff Hardy. Now he's got a bit of blonde hair at the side of the figure like Matt Hardy has these days. Well, actually now his is red, but so yeah, that actually wasn't a right comment, was it? So yeah, that is more like the broken Hardy hairstyle, but this was obviously, I think this was based more around 2009. You can see the tattoo there. It's a shame they didn't try and put more detail in the tattoo down the arm. And obviously there should be a tattoo there at the back of the neck, but obviously you're not going to see that anyway because of the hair, so we can let that one slide. But no, it's a good figure. It's got good movement. I like the legs. There's lots of room to move this figure about. If we bring the Mr. Kennedy figure back, we can just see how easily, you could move it into a twist of fate or twist of hate, as I think it is now called. So yeah, that was Jeff Hardy, which we will end on today. So I hope you like this video. Please let us know in the comments. We always like to know you guys' feedback. We want to know ways to make this channel better, so we can give out the better content, and we all want you to, obviously, to enjoy the videos, so you keep coming back to watching more. Please like and subscribe. Also check out the WWE 2K20 videos on the channel, and there is also the WrestleCrate video on the channel now. So that was because we got to 200 subscribers, so that was the special first episode of the WrestleCrate. Now it will be a monthly video, going up obviously once a month when I receive the WrestleCrate myself. I don't open it until I show you guys, so you guys know as soon as I do what is inside. So yeah, that is everything for today. Thank you. Bye from the Man Games.